Popcast. Um, so we are going to be working on my game Emoji Pop today. As you all know, yesterday on Monday, we went through and we did our community stream where we play a bunch of games made from the community and we give feedback and stuff, and that was really successful. I think the peak number of users we had was like 20. That reminds me, let me share this in our Discord group, just so everyone knows we're live. You should join our Discord. You can find the link in the, if you're watching me on Twitch, you can find the link below. If you go to my Twitter account, which is Emoji Popcast, you can also find the link in my bio there. Live stream. Live. Serious game dev stream. Enter at own risk. I always try to think of a new way to say it. And I give the link. We're streaming at Twitch mainly, but we're also live on YouTube and Twitter. And I stream under Emoji Popcasts. Oops. Not everyone. Emoji Popcast, cool. I think we're good there. So at the beginning, I'm just gonna kind of look through our community. Why does it shut everything down? I hate when it does that. If I move the window a certain place, I don't even know why, but it just shuts everything down. It's so annoying. I like putting the command prompt behind me as a background, I'm behind in front of a bunch of scrolling text or something. Okay. So I'm just gonna go through our community posts to see what we've missed in the last day or so. We'll see if anyone has any updates in the live chat about their games, what they're working on, anything they've been thinking about with game design or whatever. And then we'll continue on with development of my game Emoji Pop. Maybe we'll listen to some GDC talks in the background. That's kind of what I like to do. Yeah, we also did our first tournament yesterday. It didn't quite work out, but I think that's fine. So every Monday, in addition to playing all the games in the community and giving them exposure and playing some awesome games and learning from them and giving feedback, we're also doing this thing where we're gonna play a competitive game, which there's this rock paper scissors game made by Fair in our community. And the winner gets some money, so I think it's kind of another cool promotional thing. Gets more people to stream, to get more eyeballs in the games that we're playing from the community. So Stanley posted this video. Sorry for the lack of activity. Trying to get a buffer of videos. Let me also make sure I have the YouTube chat open on the side here before I go too deep. I can just actually, let me open it up on the main screen so we can just see it. I usually don't get anyone chatting on Twitter, but I'll open it for a little bit just in case. Okay. Popping it out now. I need to make it so that the chat comes through on the screen like on Twitch. Hey, I see Matt Man. 1 second. What's up, Matt Man? How's it going, Matt Man? How'd your weekend go with the wineries? That looked really fun. I got a little wine drunk myself last night. It was my dad's birthday, so that was fun. Let us know if you got any updates on your game's development or anything like that. I'm guessing everything's top secret for now. Mattman said, going okay. Lots of wine this weekend. Nice. I love wine weekends. I feel like I'm starting to like wine more. I used to just kind of always avoid wine and drink beer, but I like that you can drink less liquid when you're drinking wine and still get the same amount of drunk. I'm realizing that that's a major appeal. Mattman said, projects under wraps for now. Cool, makes sense. Mattman's last game was Hex Stars, which you can play on iOS and Android, and it was super great game. Love the updates that they've made to it, and super excited about what crazy games popping around in his head right now. So I'm super excited to see it when it comes out. Yeah, 1 second. I'm gonna open up the Twitter chat on the side here just in case. Madman, did I happen to show you? Were you in the chat when I showed you my latest obstacle in the game? I'm really excited about Emoji Pop, and I'm really pumped right now because I'm making a lot of progress in some little ways, and I think like I see the finish line now. So my goal is by the end of this month to like finish the design and stuff, and then just work my ass off to try to get it on the app stores after that. Okay, so Madman, let me reload this. Okay, so I think this is a controversial obstacle because it doesn't seem like it belongs in the game, but I'm okay putting in weird obstacles because especially ones that vastly expand the design space and are inspired by other genres. Like you might have seen like the Space Invader obstacle that I've showed in the past where they move in real time like Space Invaders, so it kind of turns the bubble shooter into like a Space Invader shoot 'em up kind of game. And so these candies, what I'm trying to do, and I haven't totally implemented the exact way it works, but the way it works is so the reason why I have this box, which we're going to make rounded, hopefully today, I think, based on your suggestion. You get to make a move. So to shoot a bubble, you hold down in this box and let go to fire a shot. So I can shoot these red candies and it matches them. But I'm thinking after every shot, you also get the opportunity to interact with some of the interactable obstacles on the board. So I have in mind like some lanterns that you can maybe spin around in a circle to line up just right so that you can aim and fire them. But these candy obstacles, the way it's going to work basically is you can tap them just by touching them on the screen. And so basically I'm trying to infuse the match 3 mechanic into an obstacle in Emoji Pop. So I'm trying to make Emoji Pop the ultimate puzzle game for mobile. And so by being inspired by all these mechanics, I can vastly expand the design space and allow players to create all kinds of levels, you know, like you can make basically like little match 3 type kind of levels using these candy emojis is my hope. So like my goal is you get to do this once per Mattman says sounds wild in a good way. Nice. I'm glad you think so. I think there's probably a lot of people that are going to be like, whoa, like this could be confusing, blah, blah, blah. But I just need to make sure I implement it correctly. It's going to be like at World 16, so it's not going to be like you're not going to see this obstacle for a while. So you get to tap one, and then you have to shoot, and then you get one more chance to tap. And so I have to kind of work in the tutorialization a lot. I'm going to use that rounded rectangle, and I'm going to like visualize it in a way that indicates that there's stuff on the screen to tap. After you make a move by tapping these candies, they'll stop spinning. Like stuff like that I think will make it clear how it works. And in addition to some other stuff I can do as well to make it more clear. So I'm just trying to like make the ultimate bubble shooter mobile puzzle game. And so I'm going to include some insane mechanics. And so I wanted to have, as the very last world in my initial release for iOS and Android, I wanted to have this match 3 mechanic so I can really say like this is the ultimate mobile puzzle game, you know. And I don't know, I just think that's a cool thing to be able to show off. And the fact that they're candies, and I've been very vocal about Candy Crush, you know, I just think it's interesting in a lot of ways. So I'm really excited about it. But I was able to make it in like literally like 2 hours. I thought it was gonna take me a lot longer, but I ended up kind of just implementing it the right way, and I was like, oh sweet. The hardest thing was like figuring out how the candies drop down and making sure they animate the right way and stuff. But like wasn't that bad actually. And so you can tap them, make matches, blah blah blah. So yeah, I'm glad you think it sounds well in the good way. Just wanted to show that off, kinda, especially to you, just to get your pulse on it. Let me know if you have any suggestions or feedback on that. But I'm super jazzed about it because the more crazy mechanics and elements I can bring into the bubble shooter, like the way I was pitched about bubble shooters when I was first beginning my job as an intro level designer in the industry, the way bubble shooters were sold to me is that each level is essentially its own game because the mechanics in the different obstacles in bubble shooters, you can use them to kind of like make each level totally different mechanically in a way. And so I'm trying to embrace that to an insane degree that no one else could probably even imagine at this point besides myself. Mattman says, it sounds a little confusing, but if it's later in a later world, not a big deal because those players are already committed. I think that's great feedback. That's something that's constantly in my head is like, this is confusing, you're totally right, you know? but I think it's so cool. And I'm the kind of designer, especially I'm an indie dev. I need to take risks, you know. Um, so whereas in the industry, like they're very adverse to risk. You know, any kind of uncertainty or any possibility of like confusion, they avoid at all costs. I am not going to take that approach at all. I'm going to take risks, and I'd rather fail taking educated risks that are really insane and out there and cool, and then reeling it back later. You know. But I don't know. Yeah, like you said, it's later on in the game, so at that point, you're right. They're already committed. So I've placed this at World 16. So I've got all these obstacles for the first 16 worlds, as well as I've basically got like the first like 31, 32 worlds of obstacles designed. Eventually, there's gonna start being gaps and stuff. So maybe I'll like. I think there's too many gaps here, so I'll probably like scrunch them more together. But I've got like a ton of content. And so I'm not going to be making any more obstacles for a while, even though I have some insane ideas. And so this is going to be the first obstacle that players can interact with on the board. But there's going to be a lot of other ones in the future. So this, like my ability to make this game in the long run relies on my ability to make a mechanical space that I can keep expanding on in interesting ways over time, you know? So the ability to interact with things on the board, there's like a billion freaking things I could do that players interact with things on the board, you know? Like, I have some insane ideas, like, even though they're wacky and maybe not, like, I don't know, like, for example, I could have, I want to be inspired by all sorts of different games, and so players can, like, design games just by making levels, and they don't have to learn how to code, all that stuff. Can you play Golf in Bloom on stream later? Not my game, just saw a post about it, and I don't have Ivan with me. Yes. Let me look that up. Golf in Bloom, that sounds interesting. Is it like a narrative-based golf game or a match 3-based golf game? Golf-themed match 3 made on Buildbox. So it's super interesting to see what they can do no code with that platform. Interesting. Let me look this up. So it's called Golf in Bloom. And anyone else out there like on any of these platforms, let me know. I'm always down to play games, especially at the beginning, but also in the middle. I love learning from y'all and finding out interesting new games. Golf meets art. Interesting. Let me connect this to my screen so everyone can see it. Give me a second. And sometimes my mirroring software is slow. Okay, it's working actually. Sweet. La 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 la. So it's called Golf in Bloom. Mattman said it's made on Buildbox, no code. Look at that slick scene change. I know, right? I'm like becoming a professional, you know? It's like, it's insane. Such high production values. Open. Do you consent to share analytic data? No. Screw these developers. Psh. Pro streamer, I know, right? Not yet, for sure. I'm hoping in like maybe like a year, I'll consider myself like, okay, the stream is actually quality. You know, there's like, I haven't even included those emojis that you mentioned, Matt, man, like months ago. Like, there's so many little things I need to do, you know? I feel like I'm doing like 100 things at once right now, but that's cool. It's kind of fun. Okay, so this is like a little tutorial. It's telling me to like kind of move my finger back, and so I can tap down anywhere on the screen. And is there a way to cancel the shot? Maybe not. That's interesting. Okay, and so you're trying to hit the hole, I'm guessing. Golf in Bloom. I love when games, I especially love when the menus of games directly involve the mechanic. This is random, but like, hold on, let me see if this is a menu. Okay, yeah. So this is random, but I love when games start off like showing you the mechanic in a cool way at the title screen. Like often, like for example, if there was a menu in this game and there were like, if there was like a play mode, a credits, a competitive feature, etc. If there were these different things, I would have them each be different holes on the map. And so you'd have to aim your golf ball and shoot it into the button that you want to hit. So if you want to play, you'd shoot it and aim it at the button. I love when games like immediately like engage the mechanic like right from the start. Like I've seen some games that do that. I'm really impressed by. But I like how the game immediately just shows you the mechanic right away. This shows you have to kind of aim to the side. Oh, nailed it. Tap to continue. If you watch an ad, you get a lot more coins. So this is kind of telling you can bounce off walls. It's interesting that they're showing like the art stuff. Like it's not very important to me, but I think it gives it a certain visual appeal and theme. Okay, I missed that one. Oh man, there's not a lot of friction on this screen. Pretty satisfying looking. Yeah, it's pretty satisfying looking. I like that I actually like that the ball carries a long way because there's a chance that it might like bounce around and end up at the hole. So I like that the physics allows you to do that. And let me hit the hole. Yeah, every win feels satisfying in that way. I like that each level I feel like I'm learning something new, so it feels well designed up to that degree. Ooh, we got a little lucky there. Birdie. This would take a lot of work to make all those like pictures afterwards. No friction at all. LOL. There's very little friction. I like hit the ball really short, like really small, and like for 10 seconds the ball continued to move. And so at first I'm like, oh, this is a little slow and weird, but then it actually ended up going towards the hole, so you can kind of get lucky. Can you fire shot before it settles? That is a great question. I was actually wondering that myself. Let me try here. Oh yeah, you can stop it whenever. So it actually kind of adds to the scale of it, you know? Like, that's a great point. You can stop it before it settles, so it's kind of timing based. So there's a little bit of like action-y kind of elements in that sense where it's a little bit skill based. Like you have to kind of strategize and pick it at the right moment, time your shots right, kind of. That is interesting. I got 2 stars there. Do I get the same amount of coins regardless of the stars I get? So this one looks a little more like, oh, like there's no great way to do this, so I like that. So also there's kind of like a motivation to hit everything really hard, because it doesn't matter how hard you hit the pin. So you want to hit it really hard just to like probably more likely like get to keep bouncing around. Maybe you get lucky. Whoa, that's not what I thought was gonna happen. Oh man, that was not so lucky. I'm gonna stop it there. There we go. Butterfly. That's the first ad I was forced to see. It took a while to see that, so that feels okay. Have to continue. I'm wondering like what other elements they have. Like these little blocks, are they just smaller? Is that their deal? Oh, they move. Cool. We got a little physics-based action going here. I wish there was a way to cancel your shot. But I haven't had that problem yet, so maybe it's okay. Like if there was like a small X that you could drag it into. Can I? Oh wow, I messed that up. Oops. So there's no way to cancel it. Mattman says, I dig it. Cool little game. Yeah, I totally agree. It's crazy they made this with no code. Although I could see that, you know, it's a simple physics-based game where you're placing blocks in places, like for the level design, like it's interesting. Stop it there. Oh, no more shots. Restart. So I know I can power through these blocks. Can I just power through them? Oh, they do kind of get in my way a little bit. Oh, also you can hit the blocks so they kind of cover the flag. I like that. So there's real, like, actually a more, like, somewhat of an emphasis on the physics, because, like, you have to predict where these blocks are going to go, and then if they, like, block your hole, you got to find another way around it. I think that's cool. So, like, there, like, I wanted to hit it harder, but I just ran out of room because I accidentally tapped down on the side, so I don't know, I kind of wish there was a way to cancel. Build boxes is interesting software. I think you can use some code, but most of it no code. Interesting. For the gameplay, I could totally see this being made with like a piece of software like that. Can I bounce off these walls or not really? Not really. Okay, that's good to know. Got lucky there anyway. 2 on close. I'm going to bounce hard off here. So the little blocks kind of redirect your trajectory a little bit, but not in a super powerful way. There we go. That one felt good. Ooh, that's a famous painting. Okay, this one's interesting. We'll try to bounce it off the top wall or something. Oh, shoot. Okay, I got this now. I could see like you can make ads for this game that I feel like would look really good and appealing. Like someone trying to hit it in the hole and maybe missing it or whatever, and then also seeing the art pop up afterwards. I could see this making really effective. What's it called? Like ad placements or whatever. Okay, I'm guessing there's like a portal, right? That's pretty awesome. Oh my god. So they set that up perfectly so it goes straight through. I loved that. But there's no portal in the next one. Okay. Oh, nailed it. Maybe the portal was kind of difficult, so they don't want to like hammer it on you too hard. That's around the time I was looking for like a new element though, so that was perfectly placed, that portal. Spikes. Oh man, another one. Boom. I'm guessing the spikes kill you immediately if you hit them. I'm gonna try. I could go this way, but I'm gonna try to go this way instead. Oh, nailed it. No, no. I'm a golf and bloom god. Tap to continue. Ah, shoot. I'm gonna hit the spikes just because I'm curious what they do. If I can even achieve that. Okay, yeah, the spikes immediately destroy you. That's what I was assuming. Madman said 2 times requested to rate on store. Bold strategy. Yeah, you're right. I noticed that too, and they were not that far away from each other either. I'm wondering because like whenever I would surface in the industry, whenever our strategy is always like to surface whenever you surface like the rating pop up, we always try to make it after the player's introduced to a brand new element or after they've had a really positive win. We feel like that's the best time emotionally for players. So I feel like whenever I saw it, I had just won a good hole, I think. So maybe it's algorithmic kind of based where it's not just hand placed, but maybe it's partially based on like your success in the level. So maybe that's why I got so close. Oh, I can still get it here. I was wondering, is there any extra reward for beating levels in one move versus 2? I feel like there might not be. So there's skins with the golf balls. Let's go get the soccer ball. Yeah, okay, I got the soccer ball. Tap to continue. I'm guessing this doesn't play any differently. I'm gonna hit it hard. Oh, shoot. Okay, hit it hard this way. Come on, it's gonna land there. Oh, man. I wonder if there's like gonna be like a bumper obstacle where like there's walls that really send your shot flying or something. This is like mini golf. Okay, I'm gonna go this way, but I have to avoid the spikes. So maybe not too hard. Okay, got it. Giraffe. I like that. So it's crazy. The blocks that they use in the level end up being part of the art. I feel like that'd be pretty tricky to pull that off. That's interesting. Like that would make each level like even more difficult to make. Get there. Got it. Snail. I've only seen the portal once. That's really interesting. They showed me the portal the first time in a level that was really easy to use, but they never showed it to me again. That's interesting. I wonder if they don't have much faith in that obstacle, or maybe it's difficult and they just want to show you a cool obstacle early on. Get there. Nope, not gonna happen. Close. Testing. Okay. Let me turn the audio up slightly. Audio. Testing the audio. Okay. Think we're good there. Tap to continue. Okay, this one looks easy, right? Boom. Blue flower. Okay. Boom. 2 in a row, I got 1 shot. Okay, here's another portal. I'm guessing it's just gonna send it the right direction for me. There we go. So like those portals are such a cool mechanic idea, but I feel like I don't I feel like it's hard to know where it's gonna go because I was wishing like the arrow popped out the other portal so you could see like where you're going. Because otherwise, I'm just entering the portal and I'm like, I'm guessing it's gonna take me the right way to the hole. I wish you could kind of like maneuver. I wish you could see where it's gonna pop out. Madman said, really simply made. It's hard to think that simple in my opinion. In terms of, are you talking about in terms of developing like a gameplay system like this? Really simple, real simply made. It's hard to think that simple in my opinion. Oh God. Let's go. Frick. Okay, don't let the last. Clown. Ooh, this one looks tricky. I'm gonna hit it really slowly, and I'm gonna use it here. So that's why I wish, yeah, just a simple game idea and well executed, totally. Yeah, it is hard to think that simple sometimes. That's one of the things I love to do is like just brainstorming like real simple mechanical spaces, and imagining like how to add depth to them, and then making sure that gameplay system you make balances chance and skill, and the way you wrap around it has long-term value. But like, yeah, you're right. It starts at something really simple, and just inherently engaging. That's why I like that game Tricky Maze we played yesterday. It's super, super simple. That's why I was like, okay, this game, it might not be the most exciting game, might not have the most long-term value, but I really believe that it's a great casual gameplay system that that person could have taken like to a really different place if they had included like more obstacles over time, you know, other features like that. But yeah, I totally agree with you. Like, there's like a real elegance to these kinds of casual mobile gameplay systems. So this is where I wish, like, I don't know where it's gonna come out the portal. I guess it always reflects the same direction, so maybe that's how I know it. It's gonna go up to the left. Okay, so that makes sense if it's inherently like that. I think I could wrap my head around that. I'm glad that they are spreading out these portal puzzles because they're all kind of the same, where at least the beginning ones are just like you shoot it in there and it comes out the same way and it goes right to where you wanted it. It makes sense that they don't want to do that puzzle too many times in a row, and maybe over time they can make it a little more difficult. I wish there was like some kind of motivation to like get in one shot, because I could try really hard to get it in one shot, but otherwise there's no real motivation for me to do that. So I'm just gonna hit it slow and then stop it there, and then I got it, you know? Oh, does stopping your shot take a shot away from you? Well, let me try this. Stop it there. Okay, it doesn't. Never mind. I got confused. So every time I get 20 coins, so I don't know, it makes it a little less exciting, I think, in my opinion. Okay, so I'm gonna bounce it this way. This one looks like a little more difficult of a portal puzzle. That's cool. It at least gets me to that part of the board. I just think it's funny that each one has this art, because I would get really tired of making these pixel arts. Hole in one should be rewarded more, says Madman. Yeah, I totally agree. Because otherwise it's like maybe each one you get like a bonus in coins, or you get a special gem that is useful for some special thing. Like, I want some motivation to do that, because yeah, otherwise I'm like, okay, like I would be really engaged in this goal of like because like more skilled hardcore players would really be going for that one shot, but without any motivation, I might as well play it safe, you know? So it kind of contradicts one of the core appeals of the gameplay for certain players of a certain play style. I think I totally agree with you there. Alright, let's do it. Ah! Hit it. Oh my god. Alright. Sparrow. So yeah, I was saying I would be so tired of making all the patterns and stuff every time. Like, I want to just make the levels. Okay, so this one's interesting. Are these spikes, or are these just temporary blocks? Okay, those are spikes. So those ones, I like that they're starting to focus more on like some of the more skill-based mechanics, like timing. So in this level, have to restart. So in this level, you want to shoot it that direction, it looks like. But you have to time out your shot perfectly. I hope that they include more mechanics like this in the future. I think that's really cool. And let's just hit it. Oh my god, I lost. I'm gonna get it this time. Oh, one shot. Is that a guy smoking? The good. Oh, it's Clint Eastwood. I'd like that there's some cultural references there. Okay, this one looks easy comparatively. So the first one was the good, this one's the bad, I'm guessing. I like that they can string them together, kind of, and make, like, the bad, and the next one will be the ugly. That's really funny. I like that. I like the way they're using that. So, like, here, I wish I could cancel my shot, because the way I place my finger, I can't shoot it that much to the left. But there's no way to cancel my shot. There should be, like, an X at the bottom that I could drag down, and if I land it in a certain place with my thumb, that maybe it'll go away. Mattman said the fact that you adjusted 30-ish levels so easy is really telling of a good game. I totally agree. I could play, like, yeah, I've probably been playing this for like 15 minutes or so, and yeah, each level is really bite-sized, and so I think that really helps. That each level is meant to be 3 moves or less, you know. So it helps, like, in addition to how well it's designed in all these ways. Just the nature of the short length of the bite-sized puzzles makes it really awesome for me to just, like, want to keep going, because I'm like, one more, one more, one more. The ugly. That's so cool how they, they didn't even say the ugly in the words. Usually I don't know why that title didn't come up. I'm guessing that would be a bug. Alright. Portal. Oh my god. The portal vanishes after you use it once. That's interesting. Oh my god! That feels amazing. I just wish I was rewarded for it. The wolf. Continue. Oh, let's do this. So again, this would be a lot more challenging puzzle. It's a really easy puzzle if I get 2 moves to do it, but it's a really challenging puzzle if that was 1 move. So I feel like, I don't know. Maybe there's some purpose. If I hit... Oh, I don't want to play it again. I was hoping there's like a main menu. Maybe there's some way to use the stars you're gaining or something, but I don't think so. Continue. So there's no, like, map of levels. I like that. So I don't often people put maps of levels in the games where I don't think they're needed. So it just puts you in the level that you're currently on. I really like that. Okay. Oh, that's a bumper. I called it. I was like, they're gonna include a bumper at some point, right? Alright, and now I think we got this. So the green bar on the wall is a bumper. Can they only put bumpers on the wall on the top? It'd be cool if they could... I was thinking they'd be like blocks that would be a bumper. I think that's interesting. It's interesting to me that they introduce you to an obstacle, but then the next levels they don't let you use it anymore. I think that's good for variety and makes me wanna... It's actually good because most level designers in these puzzle kind of games, once they introduce you to a mechanic, they will stuff it down your throat, at least for a while, to make sure you understand how to use it and stuff. But this one, they show you the bumper, and then they're like, okay, you're not going to play it for a little bit longer, and so it makes you want to get to that next bumper level, I think, a little bit more. It adds a little bit more variety in the levels, so I think that's interesting. Oh, I should have stopped it. I messed up. Close. This is awesome. I'm glad you recommended this game because I was like, I want to start off with some kind of mobile game, but I want to play something new, kind of. So this was like an awesome suggestion. Thank you so much for recommending this. I feel like I'm learning a lot by playing it. So again, these are these spikes. I haven't seen them very often. So I have to time it out, and I'm farther away, so it's even more difficult to kind of time out the spikes. Oh, frick. All right, let's try it again. Got it. Headset. Again, I would be playing this level over and over again, too, if there was some reward. So maybe they didn't want players to play the same level over and over again, like the hardcore players, in order to get the one shot. Maybe they found that by keeping players going, that's a bit more retentive in the long run, but I mean, I think it's good to give, I don't know, I think it's good to give players that challenge if they're looking for it, you know? Let them kind of choose what kind of challenge they're looking for. Okay, so this one's just testing my skill of the timing. I liked that a lot. Chicken. Wonder how many levels there are. So again, I could wait and have this intense experience of trying to get it in the hole, but I might as well just stop it because I'm not going to get rewarded anyways for the one shot anyway. Okay, so this is kind of... The obstacles kind of tell me where I should be aiming sometimes too. Oh, got it. Lion. Alright, so this is kind of like a bounce shot that relies on my aim. Nailed it. I am a golf and bloom god. Mona Lisa. Oh! Okay. Frick. Frick. Flamingo. I'm on 47. I want to get to 50. I feel like I should get something exciting at 50, you know? Okay, so maybe I will try to... I could just land it in here. I don't know. Let's just try it. Oh, nailed it. So again, those... I don't feel like I'm using skill when I use the portals. I feel like I'm just kind of getting a little bit lucky, and they're kind of setting me up in a good position to win with the portals. I don't know. But I'm guessing it's a more complex mechanic. I'm guessing over time they'll use the portals in more interesting ways, so it makes sense to just kind of expose me slowly, you know, to it. Make sure I understand how it works. Alright, I'm gonna hit this one kind of hard. Oh, that one was pretty easy. Pig. Wow, this is an intense game. Oh man, I'm gonna try to bounce it this way. Oh, I could have gone that. I see like a bouncer up there, but I'm not gonna use it even. If I was trying to do a one shot, maybe it would be useful to use it. It's a whale. Okay, what's level 50? This one looks really easy. Hen. I like that the levels sometimes are easier, sometimes hard. Again, I wouldn't mind playing a level over and over again, trying to get like 3 stars or whatever, because I think I'm looking maybe for a little bit more challenge at this point, just a little bit. Again, I liked how quick the levels are and the flow of the experience is really great, but I think it would be okay if they kind of challenged me a little bit more. Oh, frick. Frick. But again, this is a casual game, so maybe casual players aren't interested in that kind of challenge that I'm looking for. And maybe it'll come a lot later. Totally. I think it makes sense in that regard anyway. Alright. Past the spikes. I'm not going to wait for it. I'm just going to nail it. Oh, frick. Oh, well. So again, because you get 3 shots, and because there's no motivation to do it in one shot, etc., like, it feels like there's not that much challenge. I'm kind of just going through. That's like one of my main pieces of feedback. Like, the players who want challenge, I think there needs to be something in there to reward them and encourage them to really embrace that challenge and go for these one shots. So I can go through these little blocks, or I can go around the top. Let's go around the top. What the heck? The way it bounced off that wall was weird. Oh, come on. Got it. Beach umbrella. Again, so I know I'm just going to hit it in the portal and it'll work out. Don't have to think about it. Squirrel. Alright, so it looks like there's a kind of a path outlined around these blocks here. Let's try that. Nailed it. Ostrich. They're going to run out of stuff to draw pretty soon, I feel. Maybe not. Oh, that was close with the spikes. Oh, stop it there. Oh god, how do I do this? Maybe this way? Oh, frick, I lost. So I lost there. That's good. No more shots. I'm gonna try to power through these blocks here. Nailed it, one shot. So I didn't have to even embrace any of the challenge. I just had to shoot one shot there, okay. Flower. Okay, let's try to ricochet off these walls. Bird. I'm gonna try to get it around here. 2 shots. Sometimes they don't say the name of it. I'm like, why did they remove the title? What is this supposed to be? Like, a cool guy with blood on his face? Okay. Oh, so this one's not moving. They're just permanent. So they're showing you sometimes these spikes are just gonna stay there. That's good. That's a good way to do it because I was waiting for them to move and I'm like, oh, I have to go around. It's good tutorialization of that. Butterfly. Again, just gonna aim it right in there. It's gonna work out. Oh, I missed it. I'm gonna restart. So I feel like I can just hit it in the portal. Oh, didn't work out like I thought. Okay. What's that, a flamingo? Didn't we already have a flamingo? By the way, Madman, this isn't your game or something that you're like releasing under like a different name or something, right? Madman said yes. Maybe they will restart cycling shapes to make it endless. This is not my game, okay? I was thinking back in my mind, I'm like, are you sure this isn't your game or something like that, you know? Yeah, maybe they'll start recycling shapes to make it endless. Interesting. Dog. I really like it though. Yeah, I like it too. I love the... Oh, that counted as a shot. I just tapped the screen, dang it. So there's bumpers on the side too. That's cool. Not exactly sure how to play this, but I'll stop there. Mushroom. Trippy, man. Okay, time it out perfectly. Bunny. Go, 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 go. Boom. So if I got extra rewarded for that, that would feel freaking amazing. Okay. Avocado. Avocado. It's avocado. Hi there, Tibisoft. Still game stream? Yeah, so I was gonna work on Emoji Pop and stuff today, but I like to kind of play games and ask everyone how they're doing on their own game development at the beginning. So I'm gonna be gaming a little bit. Matt showed me this game called Golf in Bloom on iOS, and we were just checking out the gameplay. I really like it, and we gave some kind of constructive feedback as well. But yeah, it's somewhat still of a game stream. I'm always down to play people's games when they come to the stream, especially from the community, or if there's a game they've got their eye on that they want to discuss or see. So Tibisoft, let us know if you want us to play anything, or at any point, Okay, so I'm gonna try to bounce it where these spikes are. Boom. Foxy. Radish. Part of the appeal also is because they're bite-sized, I want to like go as far as possible, kind of as quickly as possible. So maybe, I don't know, maybe that's why they didn't want to make people like play the same level over and over again. This looks already polished. Yeah, it's polished in some ways. We gave feedback about like what was like one of the biggest things is like you don't get rewarded for 3 stars any more than 1 star. So you get 3 shots each level, and if you beat it in the first shot, you don't get any extra rewards. So that felt a little bit like a letdown. I want to be encouraged to do those challenging kind of to really try to nail it every level in 1 shot if I want to. But because I don't get extra rewarded, I might as well, for example, just hit a little shot this way and then hit it here. That gives me just as much progress and an advantage as doing this crazy shot in 1 shot, So I felt like I wanted to be rewarded for the challenge, because otherwise I'm not going to even try to delve into this challenging thing of getting 3 stars, because it doesn't do anything for me. But also, like, I feel like part of the appeal is every level has this visual, and you're getting constant progress, and due to the small bite-sized nature of each level, it's kind of encouraging you to just like go as fast as possible and just go through as many levels as possible, kind of. So maybe that's kind of the appeal they're trying to tap into there. Again, I'm just going to hit it really soft this direction. And I'll hit in the hole then. Frog. I'm going to hit it in this portal. Cool mechanic. And hit it in the hole after that. Ice cream with eyeballs. Okay, these spikes aren't moving. Let me hit it around this way. Oh, I'm gonna stop it there. Oh, frick. So these black little pieces, that's kind of new, I think. At least I haven't seen them in a while or really paid attention to what they did. So these black ones kind of, at least I think they were bumping your ball a lot more. Okay, so because I don't get rewarded for 3 stars, instead of engaging with all these insane obstacles and stuff, I'm just going to hit a little shot here and a little shot here. So to me, like, that kind of destroys a core appeal of the game for me. But I agree, visually it looks really polished. Continue. And the core gameplay is very polished in a way, although I do wish you could cancel your shot. Stop it there. Kitty. Part of me wants to go to 100 levels. Boom, 1 shot. Feather. Eventually they're going to be like common household objects, you know, like stapler, pencil. Another bird. There's been a lot of birds. Time for a new skin, says Mattman. Good point. So there's all these skins you can get. I'm at 1,000, so I gotta go with the pumpkin for Halloween, I guess, right? Tap to continue. Okay, let's hit it in the portal. I wasn't doing too well at that one. Boom, still got it. Terminator, dude. Alright, let's use the bumpers. I'm curious. Boom. Alright, that didn't work out too well. So I didn't even really need to use the bumpers. Bald eagle. Boom. Mr. T. I like the kind of cultural references. Is the bottom part of the screen not used in the game? No, it is not. At least so far. I think partially that's because you need room to be able to aim your shot. So the way you shoot is you press down your thumb somewhere and you have to kind of wheel it back. You have to drag your thumb back. And so I think part of the reason why the bottom isn't used much is because the ball can't be in the bottom part. Otherwise, you won't be able to really like aim. So I think that's maybe partially the reason, at least intuitively. That's why I wish there was like a cancel button here. Or something. Or if you hold your thumb here for a certain amount of time or something like that, you know? Or it could be at the top. I don't know. Baby crying. Ah, okay, it is used for touch and aim. Yeah, basically. But I'm pretty sure you can tap your thumb anywhere. So I'm going to tap my thumb at the top, and I can use that to start to aim too. But it's just a little less intuitive, you know? So I think that's why the bottom part is used to touch and aim. Crab. Okay, we're at 81. I got to get to 100, and then we'll stop. Oh. Braveheart. Oh. Another mouse thing. I could be like a professional speedrunner of this game. Okay, I'm gonna use these black pieces. Are these bumpers or not? I thought they were bumpers. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just in my head that they are. I'm just gonna hit the blue. Oh yeah, so when I hit the blacks, when I hit the black pieces, it like pops up. So I think it's like actually like adding some force to the ball. I didn't really notice that, but by playing with it more, I think I'm starting to notice that more and more. Have to restart. Hit really hard. Robots. Bird. Dog in an advertisement. So much ad. I feel like they're showing me ads more now. I feel like they weren't doing it as much at the beginning. But maybe I'm wrong. So that was cool with the timing there. Deer. Dino. Boom. Toucan. Parrot. I see the same ad for the dog now over and over. It's kind of funny. Parrot. I don't. So I would use, for example, now. So I could use these portals to try to get 3 stars and use try to really get into the skilled game, etc. Why would I do that? There's no reason. I'm just gonna hit the ball really slowly and then hit it into the golf hole. You know? So that's why I really feel like there needs to be a reward for getting 3 stars. Like more coins would be really simple. But I think they could do something more incentivizing than that even. Because already I have more coins than I need to get like the top tier skins. And I think you could add a feature that really ratchets up your sense of like completion, kind of. I think that could be cool. Maybe you're unlocking bonus levels for certain numbers of stars, or it could be something totally different than that. King, Elvis. Okay. So again, I'm not going to really interact with the obstacles. I'm just going to shoot to the side and then shoot into the hole. Apple. Dog and an advertisement. Yeah, I think it's good for the ads though, because like that's how they make their money. Tip us off. Any way to fail a level, you get 3 moves per turn. So you'll fail if you shoot if you shoot 3 times. So I'll show you here. I'm gonna fail this level. So I'm gonna shoot here, here, here. So I use my 3 shots, and once it stops rolling, I'm going to lose the level. No more shots. And I have to restart the level. So you can lose if you take 3 shots without getting in the hole. Again, this is a really easy level. I can go like this, then go like this. I would be trying to get that 3 stars though if it was like blocking my progress off at certain points unless I get a certain number of stars or something like that. Portal. Oh, frick. So one thing about the portal design is that most of the portal levels at the beginning were teaching me that I can just shoot it in the portal available to me and it should just go in the hole kind of. But now I'm kind of having a negative experience with this obstacle a little bit because I'm assuming that, but then the way that it works out, the portal doesn't really work like that. So maybe they were holding my hand too much with the portal early on. I would have liked to use it more, you know, to my advantage. I would like an arrow coming out the portal so that it kind of like makes me think about it more, maybe, like the trajectory of it all. I don't know. Oh, frick. I'm going to lose. No more shots. Tap to restart. So I'm not even going to use the portals. I'm going to go around and in the hole. Beer. Hey, this is a good level. This is the best level in the game right there. Continue. Alright, can I squeeze in this little hole? Nope. That was a mistake. Go up. I'm going to stop it there. And get in the hole there. Cherries. I'm at level 95. Tipsoft says, anyway, it looks really cool, but seems a bit easy. No challenge, or you are too experienced player for that. LOL. Yeah, I agree that the lack of challenge, there's a potential for challenge, and they're just not capitalizing on it. Let's continue. I think that's good feedback, though, Tipsoft. So I'm going to go around, kind of use the bumper. And then we can just hit it in the hole. Next. Okay, I'm going to try to bounce it off when these spikes aren't there. Alright, in the hole. We're getting close to 100. That's ghosts. Okay, so again, I'm not going to use the portals. Whatever. Mammoth says, I gotta take off for the day after I see level 100. LOL. I'm glad your signal is still level 100. Best of luck with stream. Thank you so much, Mammoth. Thanks for checking in with us. We got through 100 levels together, so we're almost there. Makes sense you want to see it through. Level 100 better blow me away, or I'm gonna be very disappointed. Okay, I'm gonna try to go around here. Just a little out. And hit the hole. pumpkin. They were really feeling the Halloween stuff here. Okay, level 100. This looks cool. Looks difficult, you know, so I kind of have to interact with... it's not that difficult, because... Let me just try to do it in one shot, you know, because that would be fun to try to do that. Go, 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 go! Oh, one shot! And they were really feeling the Halloween vibe there, because that's the Scream face. We'll see if there's a new element, 101. Okay, I'm going to stop there. That was like a somewhat challenging level. It wasn't exactly what I was expecting for 100 levels. So I'm going to stop playing there, but we got through 100 levels in the game. I just did a unofficial speed run. Mattman said, quality game, level 100 was a letdown. Yeah, a little bit. I was hoping for something to blow my mind, you know, like I wanted to see like every obstacle in the game, or like something like that, or like something really meta with the pattern of the art afterwards. But yeah, anyway, that was really interesting. Thank you so much for Madman for recommending this game. It was really interesting to digest this game and play it. I think it's really fun. As Madman said, like great, simple mobile gameplay system. But we have some feedback, you know, regarding the challenge, the rewards for doing well at these levels with one shot, stuff like that. I would kind of point out some stuff from the level design, but overall, really cool mobile game. I think people would really be gravitated towards this if they saw it advertised. And I can see casual players really enjoying it as well. You know, the bite-sized nature of the levels is really effective for making me play 100 levels in one sitting, as you just witnessed. So yeah, thank you, Mattman, and thanks for checking in with us. Hope you have a productive day, or a non-productive day if you're going out drinking. Either way, hope you have a day. But yeah, that was super fun. I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna go give them 5 stars because I played it so much. They only have 7 ratings, so it's pretty new. Oh wait, is this a new game or is it an old game? So they updated it like a week ago, so it's within a month old, so that's pretty new. We give it 5 stars. Just because I like to help out these mobile developers, you know. Me being one myself. Yeah. Developer. So their latest game is Let's Jump, which is a Fall Guys clone where there's a constant jumping mechanic. So the constant jumping is interesting. Reminds me a little bit of Hex Stars, but with a more traditional level approach. I still think Hex Stars is better for the reasons I've said in my videos, but this is an interesting take on that genre. You can roll in places too. Okay, that's funny. Interesting. Bloomer. So they made another game called Bloomer. Oh, so there's like these things bouncing around and you're trying to like tap the squares so that the lines go through and hit their objective. That's interesting. And then it creates that art. So they probably had a bunch of pixel art beforehand anyway. That's interesting. That's like an interesting mechanical space as well. But yeah, Tibasoft, is there anything you want me to play, or anything you want me to play of yours, or anything like that? Any update on your game, Tibasoft, or anything like that? Just let me know. If not, I'm going to move towards working on some coding. I've got a lot of stuff to do for Emoji Pop. My goal is by the end of the month. Tibasoft says they are under development. Cool. Sweet. Let me know whenever you need feedback on anything, you know. At any point in any of my streams, I'm down to play it. Obviously, the Monday stream is best for when you're trying to really promote your game a little bit more and get it out there for more people. But otherwise, I'm always down to give like more personal feedback in the stream. But yeah, excited to hear that you're working on them. I think I'm gonna move towards working on the game. Have you tried my GM48 game again? GM48. So I forget, Tibasoft. Which game is yours? I'm always trying to remember which game is which developers. Island Grower. Oh yeah, I haven't played it again. I'm gonna play that now if you don't mind. I think you post about it in game development. I think that's where the latest link is. What has It has been made on a weekend. Yeah, I saw you did it for a game jam. I was intrigued by the concept of like being on an island simulation kind of game. I think it's cool you made it in a single weekend. I was thinking we gotta do like some kind of like jam. Like, hopefully maybe we'll keep building the community for a long time, you know. But like, I think it'd be cool at some point to do some kind of game jam as well, you know. Like mobile focused, you know. Tibasoft. Like, especially once we get like a bigger community where we got like, you know, a lot of people each stream, like it'd be super fun to like have like a 48-hour game jam where we're kind of like checking out each other's games and working on them, and like bubble jam. We'll call it the Emoji Pop Jam, Emoji Jam. First, before I play this, so I'm gonna play it on itch. I think I'm gonna download it. Let me just run the game in the browser just to see if that works. So I ran it in my Mac browser earlier, but I think you've updated it since then as well, and it was kind of cutting off certain parts of the screen, so I couldn't see some of the buttons, so it just like maybe not being able to like, I wasn't able to like really play it all the way. But I'm excited to play it now. Like, there's multiple bottles floating around, I'm guessing from the wreck or something. I'm going to first fill up my glass of water on a stream. Oh, good point. Thanks for pointing that out. Should work on stream parsing. Just need a little bit of agua first. I got this pitcher, so I don't have to like fill up three separate glasses of water. You know, I can just like replenish my one glass. Water is cold. La 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 la. Okay, I'm gonna hit start. Okay, so yeah, now I can see all the buttons. I feel like, so I think I had to sleep, and I didn't see the sleep button, so I was like, is it broken, or is it just me? So now it looks fine. But maybe it's not better to show. It was just really fun. It was just for fun. I participated in one game jam when I was much younger, and not very good at making games at all. And what you've made is way more impressive than what I made. My game is very silly in comparison, so it looks like you did a good job for only like 48 hours, you know. I really love that kind of short experience of making a game, you know. So like my plan is I want to learn like I am too old for that now. That's pretty funny. Yeah, it kind of takes a lot out of you to like work that hard for such a short period of time, and you know people have work to do and stuff like that. But I'm hoping if we keep growing this community, I think we're gonna get people who'd be down to do game jam, and we can really make it like community oriented. You know, I'd be live 24 hours a day for 2 days and working on it, and then also playing people's like works in progress and viewing like their screenshots and stuff. I think it could be really cool for the community, but obviously I don't think we're at the scale yet for that. Yeah. So ASDW to move. Every turn you have 20 movement points. Only that action is active, which can be used at certain place at that time. Take care to have enough food, but indicated by apples and water. So I got apples and water on the sides. These steps are my movement. That makes sense. In order to survive, you should take care of your environment, grow fruit trees, vegetables, animals on the island. Hints and help was put together in the last few minutes. It makes sense that you want to just spell it out for players at the beginning because you don't have time to like do this in-depth tutorial and stuff, you know. So it makes sense you would just slap that on. Like, totally makes sense for a game jam. In order to survive, you should take care of your environment, grow fruit trees, vegetables, animals on the island. Escape. To escape, you need a raft, but you should be prepared for the journey. I love the concept of like you're on an island, you have to escape somehow, like classic game setup kind of. To escape, you need a raft, but you should be prepared for the journey. Okay, makes sense. You need wood, but you should also bring water, food. So it seems like a cool simulation kind of game, but it's also small in the sense that there's like an achievable goal of getting your resources in order to escape. So I like that. Makes sense for like a smaller game like you did for the game jam. That's cool. Left click, water map. Right click to use. Okay. Information, action buttons, wood. Let's do it. Okay, so I'm here. I use the keys to move. Hints and help was put together in the last few minutes. Okay. So I'm using my steps each time. There's an X here. There's a tree here. So should I be planting like fruits? So I think I planted it there. Let me move to the next place. Maybe I should plant that there. Drop vegetable seedling. Okay. I have a lot of water and food. On empty green tile you can plant. Oh, green tile. I think did I drop them in the dirt then? I can chop down this tree. I got a goat. Unsuccessful. Okay. Chop down the tree again. Need to sleep. I'll sleep. Good morning. You dropped them. Dang it. Can I pick them up again? Or are they just gone? There's some fish. I'm gonna get those fish. I think I got a fish. Gone. Wow. I suck. I figured you could plant them in the dirt. But maybe that's not dirt. Maybe it's like mud or something. I can build a raft with the wood I have. What if I just did that? Use 15 woods. Okay. I see some more fish. Let me get those fish. Got the fish. I need to sleep. Let's sleep by the water. Good morning. It's raining. I like that effect. Let me chop down some more wood. I like that it's like kind of based on like part of the success is based on like what are the resources most nearest around you. Oh, I see some apples. I'm gonna get those apples. Let me get this goat. It's hard to get goats. Unsuccessful. Let me chop down some wood. Get the goat again. Unsuccessful. I'm gonna move myself closer to the apples. Sleep. Tip sauce is basically you should take water from the river several times, water the plants that they're growing, and you can make some resources. I see. Okay, let me do that. I'm gonna sleep. I'm energized. There's some real rain falling now. Interesting. Does the rain water the plants so that I don't have to worry about the river? Watch them grow is the basic theme. Ah, interesting. That's the theme of the game jam. Gotcha. Partially, yes. Interesting. Gotcha. Is the island regenerated randomly each time, or is it a set set hard by you? Let me get these apples first. Take fruit tree seedling. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the river. I'm gonna get some water. And this green spot, it is random. Gotcha, cool. I'm going to plant seedlings. I'm in the green, so I can do that, I think. I dropped it. How do I plant them? I keep dropping it. Sleep. Okay. C is always in the bottom left corner. The size has changed. Gotcha. How do I plant a seedling? I see these seedlings with an X through them. Oh, I do it here. That's the actions. That makes sense. Action buttons on the right side. Gotcha. So to plant them, I want to water them. There's a goat here. Unsuccessful. Try to get the goat again. Unsuccessful. Get some more water. I have to sleep. Got the water. Let's grow the fruit. I'm trying to get the goat. I'm not successful again. Need to sleep. I knew it would not be obvious. Buttons versus inventory drop. Gotcha. It makes sense that this is a game jam, though. You made this in 2 days. You don't have time to, like, make a totally sophisticated, well thought out, UI. I think you did a really good job for the limited amount of time you had, Get some water. Grow these crops. Get some more water. Grow these other crops. Get some fish. I can't get that fish. I have to sleep. Get the fish. Get the water. Oh, I can get water multiple times. That would save me time. Makes sense. Water to the seedlings. Water the tree. Need to sleep. You can see the water level. What is that what this is? Oh, interesting. So what I've been planting, it's at a 10 for water, so I don't have to worry about that. This one's at a 6. So I'm gonna plant some seedlings and water them since the water's less. That makes sense. Interesting. So now it's at an 8. And this is vegetation or food or something, I guess. I'm gonna fill up on water here. And also the right bottom corner about the actual tile. Right here. Gotcha. Oh, I see. So it shows the water level there, but not on the river. Gotcha. I'm gonna get this fish. I'm gonna go back down here more. Let me look at the water levels. They look pretty good where I was growing. So I'm gonna keep watering stuff that isn't watered enough, just to keep the vegetation growing, even though I didn't plant these things, I'm guessing. This one's at a 2. Water. Need to sleep. Let's look at the water levels again. 5. So I have 1 more water. Maybe I should plant some trees, or chop down some of this wood. Took the wood, and so this is the vegetation. So I'm getting a lot of wood. I can't chop. I don't think this is fully grown yet. Sleep. It's raining. There's some wood here. Chop it. I have 27 wood. I'm kind of low on water in terms of thirst, I'm pretty sure. Maybe I should go get some water. Can I add on to my raft? Yes. Okay. I'm gonna fish. Unsuccessful. Try it again. Successful. So now I got some more food. Tibasoft says, if you dropped the vegetables in the beginning, I think you cannot win the game anymore. Oh my god! So I can't even like, interesting. So what is this? These are apples. Does that help me out? I have like food? Sorry. That's unfortunate. I like the exploring the mechanical space of it all though. This is interesting. I like this setup for a game. This is cool. I feel like this kind of gameplay system you can take many different ways, you know, like if you're gonna make this in the long haul, you know, even though it's just a game jam, like I would love to see a game like this that's more like long term, where instead of like a consumable experience, you're playing like in the long haul, maybe, you know, like that could be cool. And maybe each level is like a different island and it gets harder and harder or something like that, new elements each time and stuff. And then Tibasoft says you can add them if needed, and to escape from island you will need 2 boxes of fruits and vegetables, 2 portions of meat and water. Gotcha. So the fish are included as meat, I'm guessing, right? You can eat them if needed. Gotcha. And to escape from the island you will need 2 boxes of fruit. Gotcha. Let me move over here. Are these apples? No. So yeah, I don't have any like apple seedlings, so I guess I just can't grow any more apples. And you need 2 boxes of fruit and vegetables, 2 portions of meat and water. Gotcha, interesting. Is this something that you want to keep working on and like keep fleshing out and stuff, or was this just a game jam and you're working on other stuff anyway? I'm curious because I feel like this kind of game has potential. You know, like I'm always thinking in terms of mobile game experiences. That's just the kind of game I make, and I would love this as like a mobile game where you can like have a certain number of moves per like instead of like being able to sleep, maybe you have to just stop the game and then you regenerate your steps and you can keep playing. Like I would love like a mobile game like that, honestly. And then maybe in future islands that you have to escape from, as you keep beating these islands, maybe the later ones have like enemies and you have to build a shelter, and maybe there's like more complexities. Timsoft says so far it's for game jam, but maybe later. Cool, cool. Yeah, I really like this gameplay system. It's cool, and totally makes sense with the theme of growing and stuff. Let it grow or whatever. Let it grow. Oh, so are these check marks like? Is these some little markings here? Is these like the days I've spent on the island? That would be cool. Interesting. Yeah, so if I can't win, I'm guessing I should stop playing. Let me know if there's anything else about the game I should check out. Days, months, gotcha. I really love these kind of like survival, like tycoon simulation kind of games. I really dig it. Yeah, thanks for the trial. No problem. This was awesome. Thanks for showing this to us. I think it's really cool. I love playing these kind of game jam games, and like part of learning about game design is like learning about game development. So there's no better way to learn about game development than seeing what someone can do with a limited number of time and resources. So I think this is super interesting to me for that reason. A lot of bad things that they wish and they wish. Yeah, let me know anyone else if there's anything I should try out or anything like that. Totally down. Think I'm gonna move towards work on Emoji Pop. Maybe I'll listen to like a lecture or something like that on the side. Yeah, super impressed with this. Like, this is a lot of work for 2 days. Honestly, this is really impressive. Start, load, exit. That's all from my side so far. Cool. Thanks for updating us. That was super fun to play. I'm super glad I got to play on stream. Super awesome. I love playing people's games from the community. That's like one of my favorite things to do on the stream. Shooter Mate is still under development. Cool, cool. Yeah, I think you said like end of October. You might have like a new updated version for us to play. I liked some of the things you've been posting in the Discord. Like especially you mentioned like there's one section where it's not going to be about platforming and there's like aliens everywhere and it's just about the shooting. Like I love that idea of like mixing it up, and kind of reminds me of like Donkey Kong Country, you know, where you have the normal platforming levels and they break it up with like these like on the rails kind of kart kind of levels. I love the idea of like mixing up gameplay like that and pacing your game like that. Tibsoft says, and a prototype air hockey style soccer game will be released with cool graphics. A prototype air hockey style soccer game. Cool. That sounds interesting. I'm guessing it's gonna. Is that for mobile or PC, itch, stuff like that? That sounds interesting. It sounds like you got a lot you're working on. That's pretty impressive. I'm impressed you got the time to like set a couple days out to make Island Grower. That's pretty impressive. So I'm guessing I'm having problems streaming. I gotta figure that out. I hate that because sometimes the stream will... It is working now. Cool. It's really annoying on Twitter because I'm also streaming on Twitter. And so every time it shuts down, it restarts the stream. So sometimes if it keeps restarting, I'll have like 10 tweets of like, watch me for 5 seconds on the stream. And it just goes crazy. I don't know why it stopped. Again, still trying to figure out the best way to do the streaming stuff and everything. So yeah, thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm gonna move towards working on. And if I ever make a YouTube clip of this video, I'll be sure to include the link to the game in the description. So I'm gonna shift towards working on Emoji Pop. I was showing off my latest obstacle. So Emoji Pop is a bubble shooter where you can aim and make shots. But I'm doing something crazy because I'm starting to work on interactable obstacles. So normally in bubble shooters, you're simply just shooting and making matches and stuff like that. But in this game, every turn you get a chance to interact with the board. And so these candies are an allusion to Candy Crush. And it's like a match 3 kind of game where you can make little matches like that. So I'm super excited about this new mechanic. It didn't take me very long to make, so I'm super excited about it. So just making sure the stream is working. It seems like it's okay. It's unfortunate, but we just gotta deal with it. right. Okay. So it shared it as a tweet again. Maybe I'll just stop streaming to Twitter. Just in case. Because I don't want to spam people. Delete, delete. I'm going to stop streaming to Twitter now. Maybe I should stop streaming to YouTube as well. Yeah, I'm just gonna stop streaming to YouTube as well, just in case something goes wrong again. So we're only streaming to Twitch from now on.